Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the...
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Baker going to throw this right away. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mayfield. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Run.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, hold on. Hey, 133.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Taylor. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Well, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Mayfield down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it to 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Jackson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this 1st half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 51 yards rushing for him in this 1st half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Mayfield now from the 50. Throws the out route. It's Beasley with a catch. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Running left, Taylor. And he'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Run.
Throwing, Mayfield. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Johnny Stanton, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Going deep here for Allen. And he's got it inside the 10. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Jackson. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he's got his man here, Beasley. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Mayfield on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Charger drive about to get going. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted all tied, and this is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Play action. It's Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on the keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, 58 yards. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
It certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Joey Bosa, so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Rodrigo Blankenship and the Colts field goal unit comes on. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going deep here for Allen. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Mayfield to throw it. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Hey, 133.
On second down, it's Taylor. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
The offense on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. Touchdown, Colts! Michael Pittman. 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken a 4th-quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, Jackson. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jackson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Up the middle with Eckler. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. To about the 40-yard line. Nasir Adderley that time making the tackle. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 176 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Taylor. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Well, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Jackson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One last shot for Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.